right now we have spent the entire morning going through the whole boat, cleaning the woodwork with Murphy's oil soap, and then letting that dry, and then going over it with lemon oil. And the lemon oil, because the wood right now is very dry, and the lemon oil soaks into the wood and makes it look much better. You can see just some of the work that we've done this morning. And right now, of course, everything is a complete mess because everything's out of all the storage areas and everything, because I've been cleaning those out as we go through those as well. But it's looking 100% better just on the inside, at least on a cleanliness point of view. So you can look at that again. Beautiful, the woodwork, and of course everything is out everywhere, and the boat is a big giant mess. Alright, so here's the next project for today. This is the outside project. So right over there, that thing right there, that is a vent, a cowl dorade vent, and it goes, lets fresh air in, but it keeps the water out. So those little things though are removable. So what I did last week inadvertently is I knocked the one that was right there clean off into the water and lost it. So they fit kind of loose, so I wanted to do something to fix them up anyway. They're kind of ugly looking, so I bought some new ones here that are kind of the low profile ones that maybe might not be susceptible to being knocked into the water as easily. So I'm going to take this old one off and then put the new one on. All right, we're done. Back on there. What I like about these a little better, these are a little more flexible. So the other one was kind of hard plastic and kind of cruddy looking. But these are on there. Only thing with these is they're white, and the boat, of course, is an Island Packet in that traditional Island Packet cream color. But they still look good, and much better than not having one or having them fall off. These are also on there pretty tight. So that thing's not going to get knocked off there like the other ones. So overall, that was the win. All right, good afternoon, folks. So here's an update on the boat. So yesterday I did a couple videos, and we were cleaning all the woodwork in the boat, which meant going over all the woodwork with Murphy's oil soap, and then once that dried, going over it with lemon oil to shine it all up. And you can see here there's all kinds of, all that stuff's been cleaned, and it's all shined up and nice and pretty. So we finished with all the woodwork today, and the only thing left really on the inside to clean out is getting the floors all cleaned up, because some of the floors, especially where the non-skid is kind of dirty and cruddy. So I want to get all that cleaned up and scrubbed really good, and then that pretty much takes care of the cosmetic insides of the boat. So you can see here all the stuff we did today. So that looks nice and shiny compared to yesterday. You saw that. One thing we were looking at too, we have a little TV. We're going to mount the TV here on a rack or on one of those swivel RV mounts. There was a little magazine rack there before, so I took that out and I ordered the mount on eBay this morning. So hopefully when that comes, I'll get that TV put in. The next thing though from that is figuring out where to plug it in. So I've got outlets. I got an outlet right there, a 220 outlet right there. Or sorry, 110 outlet right there. And I might have to move one. I know there's one on the other side of the bathroom, the head, which is right in here. And so I meant to move an outlet or something to try to get that so I can plug that in. But that's the next small project. Next big project is batteries. So right now this boat has 3 AGM batteries, and they're right under that seat right there in this area here. It has 3 AGM batteries for house batteries, and it has 1 flooded cell starter battery. And they're on separate circuits because you know you're not supposed to connect flooded cells and AGMs together. So they're on separate circuits where the charger for the flooded cell is powered by the 3 AGM batteries. So the 3 AGMs have to come out. The flooded cell is in good shape. They replaced that right before we bought the boat because I think they needed to start it, and it wouldn't start with the old battery in there. So, but anyway, the flooded cell is charged with a 12-volt charger powered by the 3 AGM batteries. So those AGM batteries have to come out, and I actually ordered them, but they're like back ordered forever because all the shipping problems that are happening in the world today. They're back ordered forever, so I have to wait till those come in before I can swap those out. Second big project that needs to happen is the alternator. When we did the survey, the alternator was not charging the batteries. So I thought, I did some looking around back there, and I found one of the wires that comes from the alternator that goes into a voltage regulator had a fuse on it that was burnt out. So I replaced the fuse, and I haven't had a chance to get in there and check to see if that's what did it. But that's the next thing, is figuring out why the alternator wasn't charging and if that fuse fixed the problem, or if it's some other wire that's disconnected. Because there are several wires back there that they left from the old alternator when they put this new high output alternator in. And there are several wires back there that there may be something that came disconnected or whatever. So I have to sort all that stuff out. But those are the 2 big things, batteries and alternator. And then everything else is pretty much that we've been working on is cosmetic. One other thing, purely cosmetic, you can see I got all these color swatches back here. The cushions need to be redone at some point, probably not right away, but they're kind of cruddy looking. My thought was maybe to kind of try to take the covers off and wash them up and see what happens. But the better half believes that we need to replace them at some point. So I'm going to do that myself. I'm going to sew the cushions myself. And we're looking at fabrics for those. So you can see, like, so far initially, like, that one was the big choice, the one we wanted. I brought them today to see how they match with the boat. Lately we've been looking at this one down here, all the way, that one on the end, and liking that one. So I don't know. This one here kind of looks like what we have. It's just a little more tealish color, I guess. Some of these I don't like I don't like that one, and I don't like that one. This one, it's okay. But, so yeah, we're looking at cushions to replace all these. And then I'll pan around here, you can kind of see how shiny, nice and shiny and pretty all the woodwork is after all that scrubbing and cleaning. But anyway, V-berth up here, all nice and cleaned out. Oh, I should mention too that in the since we're up here in the V-berth, today is Sunday. Yesterday, Saturday, we did a lot of cleaning. We actually came down Friday night and spent the night on the boat for the first time, because mainly I wanted to kind of see, we were staying at the dock, but I wanted to see how long the batteries would last with the charge on them. And we got all the other systems, testing those out. The refrigerator actually worked very well. It has a freezer, so we actually froze the milk on accident because we had it too close to the freezer plate. So that worked fine, but the batteries weren't strong enough to keep it running throughout the night. So I think by the time we got to about 10 o'clock or so, the batteries had given all they could to the refrigerator and stopped turning the refrigerator on. So definitely batteries have to be replaced. And then the next thing after that, I think, once batteries are replaced, and I can see kind of how long they last on a charge to power all these things. The next thing I want to do is look at solar. But anyway, I think I just skipped over what I was trying to say. So what I was trying to say is Friday night we stayed the night here on the boat for the first time. I think I did say that. Maybe I didn't say it. But anyway, we stayed the night here on the boat for the first time, and the V-berth, very, very comfortable. The cushions, like, way better than our last boat. I thought our last boat, I would always kind of get up a little back a little sore if I slept in too late. But this one was beautiful, and I think because the cushions are a much higher quality. Also, we got the head all nice and cleaned out there. You can see all the woodwork in there. This boat has tons of woodwork in it, so it took forever. It took all day yesterday and a good part of the day today doing that woodwork, not counting at least a day or two before when the better half did the whole starboard side of the boat, and as far as like cleaning all the woodwork goes. And then I oiled that yesterday, and then she cleaned the V-berth yesterday, and then she oiled it this morning, and then I cleaned the port side, and she oiled most of the port side. So we kind of went back and forth cleaning that up. Next big thing as far as cosmetics, now that I'm looking at it, the stairs coming in are pretty worn. I cleaned them up a bit today, which it got them looking a little nicer. But actually this entire area here by the companionway, all this area in here, all the woodwork, I want to cover all that with like a polyurethane instead of oil, because that gets some water, moisture, and stuff that comes in through the companionway. So I want to make sure that that is better protected than just the oil, because the oil is not going to do it for an area that gets water in it. So that's the latest update that we have for today, and that's all we got. We're getting ready to head out and head home right now, and we'll be back next weekend to do some more boat work.